I wanted to follow up with the next question being, when and where does that career planning needs to start?
Okay. Um, where and when? I would say, as when we are talking about when now, I won't say there is a particular age that, yes, at this age you should know, start your career planning. But I think ideally you should, by high school, you have an idea. By this time, you already know your interests at this time. You already know your interests, you know what naturally just lights you up. You know something that you're passionate about, at least by high school. You're no longer a child that, yes, today, when, no, when a little child will just say, okay, today I want to be a nurse, I
Yeah.
want to be a lawyer. But by the time you're in high school, let's say by the 15, 16, you have an idea of um, your interests, you know your strengths. You start, they are already, it might not be well formed, you know, but you have an idea at this point. So I think at this point, you should start thinking of where do I want to focus on, as in the kind, which career do I want to pick up, which industry do I want to go into. So I would say from high school, and at that time, I think you start deciding, you know, sometimes people want to, they'll be like, okay, sciences, maybe business or arts, whichever one that you want to focus on, maybe your strength. But somehow at that time, the strengths are more pronounced, and you can start deciding on where to focus on by having trainings and like maybe the type of school that you want to go into. And I think from high school, from 16, I think that's a good time to start that planning. And I think I've answered the question.
Yes,
And
yes, you
yes.
have, and that has really struck me because I was thinking about all of the career fairs I have been exposed to, in my life, and a lot of them are things that have been targeted at universities in particular, and particularly at graduates, because that's where people really start to think about getting a job, getting employed post university, and all of that. But the point you've made around having that planning process start as early as high school or secondary school is a really valid one, because I don't think that's where career fairs and career visibility is focused at the moment. I know, of course, from what I've heard, not experienced personally, because that's not where my career planning journey started, is people would get that choice, as you said, of whether they want to be focused in sciences or the arts or business. And it doesn't really start to get into the specifics of what we both do now, which is working in the tech industry. And I think that's an important point to pick up on, perhaps on a separate conversation, because I just want to carry on this track and stay focused on the career planning aspect.